I choose this subject about emotional intelligence because I consider that this is something that can help us not only in our work but in our lives as well. First of all, I briefly explain what emotional intelligence is. It's a very popular thing that everybody's talking about or reading about. Emotional intelligence, it's a concept created in 1950. And there are a few authors that they were talking about, such as Hans Eller, Daniel Goleman, um, Barkelis. And basically, emotional intelligence is recognize, understand, and manage your emotions. This is emotional intelligence. And these authors, they were talking about emotional intelligence. They divide the process of emotional intelligence. And I took the Daniel Goleman model. He divides the emotional intelligence in 4 steps. First is emotional self-awareness. What it means that you have to identify and recognize your own emotions. Then you have to work on emotional self-control. That means not delete or erase your emotions. It means just control that. Control your own emotions. Then you have to work on motivation that helps you to accomplish your goals. And after that, we have to work on empathy. That means to understand the other person's emotions. Emotional intelligence can help us to acquire a few values. For example, resilience, empathy, flexibility. And this last one is that I choose to talk about briefly. What is flexibility? Emotional intelligence can help us to acquire that value. But what is flexibility? Flexibility, or being reasonable, means that there is more than just one option to do the things in the right way. I will say that again. Being reasonable or flexibility means that there is more than just one option to do the things in the right way. For example, if I have a problem in my work, in my family, in my relationships with my friends or with my co-workers, and I used to solve this problem by my way and it works, that does not mean that this is the only way to solve a problem. We have to be open to listen, to learn from other mindsets. This is flexibility. Applying this value, for example, to our work. Guys, I don't know much about your work, to be honest. I understand that you're working with potential clients. I think you call them something like leads, or if I may get it right. But you can think about if you have a problem with a potential client, how can you apply these 4 steps? how you can recognize your own emotions, how you can not delete, not erase, not remove your own emotions, but control that emotions. How you can keep the motivation to accomplish the goal with that potential client. And at the end, how you can show or how you can acquire empathy. I think flexibility can help you and help me to accomplish our goals in our work and in our relationships as well. You can think about this. Think about two palm trees, if I'm saying it right, palm trees?
Yeah.
Think about two palm trees. One of these palm trees are or is bold, thick, strong, and the other one is just thin, looks fresh, young palm tree. In the middle of an hurricane, which one of these palm trees will survive the impact of this hurricane?
The one that can move.
Let me show you. The palm that it seems like it was bold or thick didn't survive because it was uptight. But the thin, flexible palm tree, he survived to the hurricane impact. The opposite to flexibility or the opposite of being reasonable, it's uptight. And uptight, maybe we can apply, like I said before, to do the things by my way. I'm not open to listen and learn from other people, from other mindsets. So we can test ourselves how open I am to listen to my co-workers, how they do or how they deal with their problems. How open I am to listen to my parents, how they solve their problems. How open I am to listen and learn from my friends. And thinking about how reasonable or how flexible we are in our personal lives, in our work as well. So this is the subject that I prepared. Thank you guys for listening.